this computer. All right, welcome to the Gym Owners Podcast. Today we have Samuel and Don with Superior Fitness of Granbury. Thank you very much for coming on board with us. They are
What's up, Big
new
Tom?
gym owners.
What's up?
There you go. There you go. I know you guys are fairly new gym owners, so I want to have you guys on. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and what made you guys, buy a gym?
So I'm Sam. Don and I, we've known each other since 2003. We both went to Texas Tech as undergrads. Both have bachelor's degrees. He has two. Within the related field of strength conditioning. We are nationally certified strength coaches. We were taught by a master strength coach for roughly 5 years. We parted ways. I went and worked with football at Texas Tech as an assistant strength coach for almost 10 years. And always done strength conditioning. I mean, that's what we eat, sleep, and do every day. I mean, it's what we love to do. Years ago, we talked about always owning a gym together and helping and doing what we do because we had a passion for it. I had my own facility up in Canadian, Texas for about 7 years as a private facility. Got a job offer down in Granbury, Texas, just south of Fort Worth, where he lives. And it didn't work out. Decided, hey, I'm going to do what I know what works. I wanted my vision was really to help people. So I came across what we have now. It was a previous gym. And turning it into what it is today. And I had to call Don up and say, hey, buddy, let's get after it and let's do it. Let's do it right. And we're here today still standing. It's been a year and some months. Actually, a year and a month. Yeah. August already. Man, that's a little bit.
What do you think was the reason why before you bought it, like why he was willing to sell it, or what wasn't working that you changed upon stepping in and buying the facility?
It would be like, I don't know, the equivalence to a secondhand Goodwill store and turning it into Neiman Marcus or like Saks Fifth Avenue. I mean, it was deteriorated, bad shape. He got my number from a client that I had trained of his. I guess he was just checking in with her, and she was doing phenomenal. Now, actually, Dawn trains her. Lights out, man. This chick's done phenomenal. Amazing. One of the best transitions I've ever seen. Anyway, he just called me up. I didn't know him from anybody else. Within a few days, we're talking back and forth. He's like, hey, I got this gym. I'm just looking at shutting the door and leaving. But if you're interested in it, keep it going. He's like, you can make a little bit of money on it. And that was it. My wife and I came and looked at it. In bad shape, man. One treadmill worked, but if you touch the sensors, the heart rate sensors, it would shock you. It would stop. Yes. Yeah, oh yeah, man. You don't put two hands on it. Oh yeah. So they were supposed to be on 220 electricity. He cut the ends off and tied in 110 plug-ins. Come to find out. So this place was in bad shape, really bad shape. Spiders everywhere. Looked like a dead body was dragged across the floor. Nice. It was bad. So when we took it over, within the books, it had 116 people that were paying. Within a couple months, it got down to 51 members in 2 months. So we've turned around and built it up to what I believe is 137 as of last Friday. I haven't checked it this week, but we've turned around and we've kept members. I mean, people love what we do. We've did a total makeover. We've got new equipment. We've got everything working. I mean, it doesn't look the same. It's completely different. Yep. Just in the same location. So,
okay.
I know you were spent a lot of time in this place. So.
Well, you know what? Before I ask my next question, doing all that hard work of getting it to where it is now, what would you say was your your hardest thing that you had to overcome while rebranding it and making it look nice? Like, what was the hardest thing you guys went through?
Probably seeing so many members leave, especially when you have such a vision, for the place, that we did, when I came down and saw it, Sam was like, bro, what do you think? Prepare yourself for, and, just having the opportunity to do this again, it was just like, bro, let's just go
do
forward, just move forward momentum.
What we say is brick by brick.
Brick by brick, right. And so, when everything was going and, it was such a hard transition, you had people coming in, looking us in the face like, who are y'all? Like, they didn't even know what was going on.
They had no clue. We took over people that like, he still owes me 5 sessions. Or like,
I had one lady that came in for a training session with him, and she walks in and is like, where's so-and-so? And I'm like, I can train. You know what I'm saying? Because they had no idea. But I think the hardest thing was that, just dealing with having to win people's trust, and they had no idea what they were about to go through.
Yeah.
And, so many people started to kind of fall off because of the previous situation that they were familiar with, and we just weren't the guys that they were ready to see or deal with or move forward with. So we saw a dramatic decrease in our membership base, and it was like,
which for me, it's, financially, I've got this money tied up.
And so,
and like, oh man,
that was probably
I was in a situation needing to do something else in a hurry, and I know how to run. I know how to do gyms. I know how to train people. We do. I know how to work. I know how to put the time in to make it happen. But just to see that type of influx of just like, man, we just lost 40 members in the last 2 weeks, and it's like,
dang,
what are we going to do to make this better? And like, well, we got to do cosmetics. We got to, we started cosmetically. That's the first thing they can see us change. We changed the front. That way it all looks different. We took the name off. I put gym under new owner, all that kind of stuff. And then we just worked, got some of that really bad equipment out, put in new stuff, and it worked cosmetically. And the hard part is that my initial seed money went in to get the cardio equipment. I mean, I got all new cardio equipment because that's typically that's a safe place when people walk in. They look at the cardio equipment because everybody can push a little green button. And they may not have a clue how to work out. Totally fine. But if your cardio equipment is broken, looks like crap, you ain't going to sign anybody up. So, buying the gym, buying all new cardio equipment, it strapped me pretty hard. And then seeing memberships fall off. So what we did was we all came together, and I saved money where I could. We came in on weekends and we painted this whole place, and some members even helped out. I had a member. She's freaking awesome. Love this lady. You don't tell her no. She's one of them. She's like, that bathroom is disgusting. I was like, man, we cleaned it. I mean, it's so much better. The floor was stained, and that we couldn't get the stain to come out of the laminate white tile. So she leaves, comes back with all this paint stuff, and redoes the whole bathroom. And just, so we have that type of camaraderie here. People love us, believing in what we do, and we've really have changed the reputation of this place. And some of the people that come back through every once, like, oh, this place has changed. I wanted to come see it. And they're like, where's the big meat freezer that was in the corner? And that's not a stretch. There was a meat sandwich freezer right here.
It was.
Oh my
God! It's like, what?
You wouldn't believe.
But hey, man, we've turned it around, dude, and I think we're doing really good. And we want to do more. I want to build my own facility where we.
You haven't even had a grand opening yet.
No, we haven't. I haven't had time.
Grand opening.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stand out in the street and put grand opening, and then I'll have a grand opening day and call it good.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We had a grand opening day. Everybody missed it.
Checked
yeah, I don't
off.
know. But
yeah, you did everything right. Painting is the number one thing if I talk to new owners that is getting a place like yourself, like that is the first thing I'll say is like, put new paint on the wall, scrub it and clean it to where as soon as you walk in, I smell new construction,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Exactly.
That's the first thing everybody was like,
Damn, it smells
man, it
good
smells
in
so
here.
much better in here. What'd y'all do? Like,
It's like
Yes.
they could walk in and just see because it was so much like
it was bad.
it was so much brighter in here. And you know, some of the crap that was on the walls, we got rid of a lot of that, and it was like immediately noticeable.
This wall behind us, what I call unicorn vomit, was holographic glitter.
Wallpaper, something.
This, I don't know what it was, but it was like this sparkly thing. It was holographic and like glitter, like rainbow glitter crap all over this wall. The
You ever
first
seen
thing
those
you see.
pictures where you got to look at it and kind of go cross-eyed to see the 3D image? Yeah,
Yep,
that's
I
kind of
gotcha.
what you were compelled to do.
Yeah, it was
like
bad.
There was no image.
And then the opposite wall had a huge green Hulk colored line all the way across. And it's like, what happened?
What is going on? So
Yeah,
you've got
so
new
we-
equipment,
Yeah.
right? So as soon as people walk in, I smell that new thing. They're probably seeing your brand new equipment as soon as they walk in. So it's like, oh, I immediately want to sign up here. Now, buying equipment, would you suggest people, like, how did you guys buy brand new? Did you buy used? What was the benefit of what made you decide buying what you did?
For me personally, I like buying new, just for, you can get the warranties on them, that kind of stuff. But within the industry, people want new stuff. They want shiny. They want the frills, the thrills, all that kind of stuff. Well, I didn't go that route because of financially. I was like, man, how much is this going to take to get this place fixed up? So I went with refurbished gym equipment, but gently used. Paid extra for the warranties and just keep it clean. I bought some really good equipment that's in extremely good shape. It looks brand new. But my treadmills, you can go through the manufacturer, settings on them. They're 8 years old. That Stairmaster or the stair mill I have, 12 years old. But all of it, I mean, you take care of it, you clean it, you keep the maintenance up on them, man. It works.
I was just going to say that the preventative maintenance is key to keeping. You could buy used. I tell people, used is fine. If it's a good deal, it's been maintained. Just every 3 months, open the hoods on your treadmills, vacuum out everything so that one of those 3 motherboards don't burn up. Like you said, it's just that maintenance is key if you want to buy refurbished. So that's awesome. So before me meeting you guys, I know you guys were kind of you were doing everything by hand. You painting, get everything set up. You had to deal with a bunch of people missing, setting them back up. You were running the club by pen. I call it by pen and paper, running everything by hand. When we met, we kind of introduced you to some organization with sign up. Can you describe how things have changed now that you're not running everything by hand anymore?
Yeah, so we got the Gym Insight program, which, man, I freaking love it. It's really made things like, I won't say easier, but like we're up to date. We are part of the state of the art, whatever. They sign up on an iPad, or now they got the link on my Facebook and Instagram. Click on it and sign up there, which is like freaking awesome. It makes us competitive with the big guys. Of having technology as a source of membership. It's painless. It's really easy. You got no excuse not to, basically. But what I enjoy about it is like the ability to have information on my clients, like birthdays. Knowing their birthdays for us is an important thing because we make people feel special here. We have a playlist of songs, and they're horrible birthday songs, but it's more to embarrass them. Hey, it's your birthday? Birthday song, so we'll run these songs, happy birthday, in different languages, and they're horrible. But it's to let them know, hey, we appreciate you, and it's your birthday, and we want you to feel special for that hour or whatever you're here. And so we do that. It's it's an opportunity to also data track like who's really coming in consistently. Hey, I want to get to the point where I have a TV that recognizes those individuals as member of the month. Lisa's been coming in 4 days every week for the past month. Here's your membership bag. You know, we're going to, I want to give her a free t-shirt, sticker, water bottle, whatever, and say, hey, we appreciate you using our gym when there's other places in town. What motivates you to keep coming back? And we'll put her on the TV and say a little something about her. But excuse me, this system allows us to do that. I mean, pen and paper, you can't. We can just like, hey, who came in today? And we can see what our membership, how many people are using the gym. We had 28 people. We had 50 people this day. And it helps me look at also, too, the projections of, man, we're going to have to expand, sooner. So for future stances of, expansion, we're going to need, how big facility should we get, bigger, whatever. I can see all that through the Gym Insight program. Emails,
I'm going to
send out
shoot.
emails, mass. I mean, it's awesome.
I want to share a screen. Let me look back in because I was googling the club to look at pictures, and let me share this screen. So here's the club. You guys did an awesome job. I could see you got that under new management, but I saw a picture here that looked like a happy Samuel. Boom.
Yeah, man. There's Gym Insight right there.
Yes. I saw you had the dashboard up, which
makes
it a lot easier.
Okay.
Makes
Awesome. So when somebody comes in, how do you sign them up? Do you just hand them a tablet and say, "Here's your membership"?
Yeah.
Explain to me your process when somebody walks in.
They typically ask, first thing they ask, what's your memberships cost? So we tell them, and we do no contracts, no sign-up fees, none of that stuff. Excuse me, you can cancel anytime. The reason why we have it like that, and I know contracts are there for a reason, but I tell them I don't want people to feel obligated to their membership and go work out because of that obligation. I want people to come work out because they enjoy being here and actually improving on what they're trying to do. And that's why we are here. It gives those college students, hey man, I'm only in town for 2 months. Can I sign up for each, however? And we get a lot of people like that. Yeah, 2 months they'll be gone, but since that, we get parents, we get other friends. So, the whole non-contract thing, that's a big reason why we did that. We just don't want people to have the excuse like, well, I'm under contract, I'm going to go work out. Because it changes kind of the atmosphere of this place. So that's one thing. What was the question?
What about social media?
Tablet.
Like, how do you promote with social media? Like with memberships?
We haven't really put much on social media about the memberships. We do get a lot of phone calls and stuff like that. We want people to come in and see why they want to join this gym, and that's what we tell them. They call up. We do get a lot of phone calls or emails. Hey, how much are your memberships? And they'll explain it. Hey, we're 2 nationally certified strength coaches. We run our gym differently. We would love to meet you. Love for you to come in and check the place out. Promise you, if you ever come in to look at it, check this place out and meet us, you won't want to go anywhere else. And we do get a lot of people that way. We want to make it more relational instead of just fill this out and here, go do whatever. We want to get to know people. So, they come in asking about the membership price. We hand them the tablet and we give the description of like, this is where all the price ranges, taxes included to make it easier for you. And as they're filling it out, they'll ask some questions, hours, training, they'll ask something, and then it's just a way of stepping into what the gym is by handing them that tablet. It keeps them here talking. You pen and paper, a lot of times they would just take the paper and go, and it's like, that was a waste.
Yeah.
Fill it out and bring it back.
I'll fill it out and bring it back. Yeah, they never come back.
So I know you
It's
guys
helped out a lot
doubled
with
your
that.
membership. You guys doubled your membership like within the first month of using us. And you mentioned like, oh crap, we may have to expand. What are your plans going forward? Are you going to expand? Any like tell me some of your plans.
So we are in the process of trying to find a place to build something. I won't say much because I know my competitors are always listening. So we flex on them. I mean, they send people in here all the time asking the same questions. It's like, dude, what do you want to know? I mean, I'm an open book. I mean, you can't compete with what we got. It's just you can't replicate it. So anyway, but yeah, we're looking at building a facility that within a region that really needs a place. We do get a lot of people that drive. This town is saturated with some gyms on one side of town. We're on the opposite side of town. We'll probably keep it that way and make we want to be able to have something that can house more people that we can really help. And this area really needs it. So we're currently looking. I went and looked at a place yesterday, matter of fact. So it's in the works. Just who knows how long it'll take. But yeah, man, we want to do something. And then we also want to be facilities. We want to have more than one.
So to any possible gym owners that is looking at this, that's like on the brink of opening up a gym, and maybe this may be their motivation to say, hey, I can do it too. If you could redo everything over from the beginning, what changes would you have made if you were going to make any?
To be honest with you, I had a private gym before. If you trained with me, you got to use it. Don used to train people at different facilities. He would just kind of go around and doing that kind of stuff.
No camps on the weekends.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. There's pros and cons for both. Private gym was nice because I could shut it down when I was done. I wouldn't have to worry about it. The expenditures were a lot less. But I can only serve so many people. Now with the members come in, a quick question establishes a relationship, and then they start building that trust process, and then they bring their friends in. There's really not one individual that works out here alone without having a friend that's with them. That's usually because we've talked to them. So that's what I love about having an open facility to the public facility, is because we can help out more people, even if they're not training with us. We still help them. We offer free consultations and assessments for anybody that signs up as a member. So you sign up with a member, you get a free consultation assessment. Through that assessment and consultation, we usually get them as a client because we show them so much what they may have wrong or ways to modify their workouts.
Sorry about that.
So through their workouts or through that assessment, they sign up as a client, and they love what we do for them because we can make their lives better today, which improves our tomorrow. So I got a lady who works out in the garden all the time, and she has a hard time pulling pots and stuff, working on her body's dispositions of what she's really weak at. Now she has no issue moving the things around, and she never thought she could. I'm 65 years old, and I know that's not a big deal to a lot of people, but for her, it really is. Don's got a client right now he's training that's afraid to fall down.
Yeah.
She can't get back up, and
that's what we work on. She balance.
Yeah, and she loves this place.
Yeah.
So seeing that for people that we can help, having a public facility, if you're really thinking about it, the things in life, if you don't take a risk, you don't reap the reward. That's number one. You never reach your potential unless you really try and put the effort into it. It's hard. I mean, hands down, this is hard. But to see people leave smiling and happy, knowing that we've impacted their day, which makes their tomorrow better, it makes you forget about the worries of, man, are we going to make rent this month or whatever? And we've never had a month we couldn't, but you do it for people.
Yeah, you're changing people's lives. You really are. I mean, it's and only like selling memberships doesn't do that. Training does that. And that's why training is so important. And it's important for the business too. I mean, you know as well as I do, every person that has personal training, like that person isn't going to give you that cancel that they're moving, that they're lying about, like that person's going to stay with you until they actually do move. Otherwise they're a lifer at your gym. And that's why training is so important for membership retention. And the benefit of that, yes, you are changing their lives. That's awesome. That's why so every single membership, whether you sell training or not, everybody gets an orientation, or that's what you try to push for?
Yep. Because we want, that's
Awesome.
the type of gym we are. We want them to work out with safety, but understanding, hey, I need to make this better for myself. You know, a lot of people come in and they can't squat right. So we teach them how to squat. And their mind's blown, like, oh my gosh, I've been doing it wrong for so long. Like, yeah, but here's how you fix this. If you decide to train with us, this is what we do to fix it. If you don't, this is what you need to do on your own. And we're in here to watch. We can help you. If you still feel uncertain about it after this free thing's over, well, still, hey, yeah, keep your knees out, push your butt back, stay in your heels, and all that kind of stuff. They're still okay with that, but they're in here and they keep coming back because we do give them that attention.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
they know
what a lot of people say, and like,
they know what to do.
yeah,
And that's a message that goes out to any other gym out there that sells personal training. If you can't sell training, then give an orientation, because if even with an orientation, if you just do a cookie cutter workout with that person most likely that walked in has never been a gym person before. They kind of are intimidated. So just showing the most basic of a workout will extend that membership lifetime to double. Instead of staying with you 7 months of paying dues and never coming in, they're going to come in because they know kind of a workout, and ultimately they may buy training in the future. Somebody that doesn't get an orientation or training, they're probably going to use it for 2 weeks. You're going to get 6 or 7 months of dues out of them, and they're going to cancel and say they're moving, right? So orientations, I personally think, are beneficial. I mean, if you can't give training away, how are you supposed to sell it, you know?
yeah. You know, I'm not a car salesman, and the thing I learned real fast when I was doing this, trying to get people to understand what I was talking about, I would get kind of jumbled up in my words because my mind's thinking faster than I'm saying something. If I don't know what I'm talking about, they're going to know, even if they have no idea what you're talking about, because they see the confusion in your face, and you're like, so anybody out there listening to this, you better practice your little spiel, and you better know what you're talking about, because there will be a point you're going to have to really prove it. Yeah. So for us, we really rely on the education of our national certifications as strength coaches. That's what we do. We practice what we preach. And if they do train with us, that's how we train them. Okay, you got these bad hips, you got this bad knee, we're going to fix this because that's what we found on the assessment. Now we're going to find other things. This is so obvious, we can make them a quote unquote a lifer, because they'll see it fixed and it will improve every aspect of their life. You better know how to train it. You better know how to do it, and not just say, hey, this is what's wrong. Your shoulder's all jacked up, and start doing exercises that mess the shoulder up worse. That's wildfire. They're going to go tell their friends or their buddies, don't go to that gym because they'll hurt you. My shoulder was hurt and they made it worse. So before you start giving advice on how to fix it, you better know how to, or just, brush up on what you need to know. But that's one thing that's really, what we're confident in. That's why we offer these free assessments, because you're going to get some busted up people. You better be able to fix it.
Yeah, oftentimes when people, even before the assessment, because it's kind of become like a habit for us to look at a person's body and analyze what they look like. So we'll watch you walk in, we'll watch you walk out. While you standing here, we're already looking, we're pointing out stuff, and a lot of times we'll even offer that while you're sitting here talking to us, and it's like, by the way, I can tell, look at your shoulders are out of line, or we can tell that you're right hand dominant because this shoulder is way high and tight, or you sit down a lot because you slumped over and you got the text neck. You know what I mean? So it's like, and even in pointing that out, when you show people that you're paying attention, and I don't even know you from Adam, but I'm prepared to help you because I'm already zoned in. It's like, okay, yeah, well, about that assessment, or, I don't think that's too bad. You think that whoever they're with, they start conversing amongst each other, and you got a new member, and so it's like when you tell people that, when you tell people, because to tell customers that you care about them or that their priority is cliche.
It is.
It's like, oh, that's what everybody says. They want our money. But it's like when you show them and you stand behind what you say, then that goes a long way. It goes a long way with people. So, and that's what we do, man.
And that trust is like immediately established because you're pointing out things that, gosh, yeah, I do have that problem, and I do feel this and that. And like, hey, I'll show you real quick how to fix that. If you sign up or not, give me the opportunity and I'll show you. And that trust relationship is established like that, the snap of a finger. Because, man, I'm not getting anything out of this because you haven't done anything yet. And, you haven't signed up with me. You haven't,
Sure.
you're not a client yet or any of those things, but yet you are really trying to help me. Yeah. Like some people came in yesterday and tried to sell us something, and they're not from this town, and I gave this kid some advice on what to do. And I was like, man, if you're ever in the area and need some help on anything, just come in here. I was like, I know you're not going to be a member, and I don't really care, but if I can help project your life this direction to keep you safe from crushing yourself with too much weight around your neck, why not?
I've always told people, I don't care how big your place is, what type of equipment is to an effect, as long as when people come in there, you're sincere, you're asking them, what would you like to change about yourself? You tap into that vision, because everyone's got a vision of what they would like to look like. You get them to say that, because it basically brings out that hot button of why they walk through your door. Everybody walked through the door for some reason. As long as you could bring that out of them, and you are sincere with helping them. It doesn't matter if you're the cheapest gym in town. It doesn't matter if you don't have every single piece of equipment. That person knows that vision of self, how they want to look like. This place is going to get me there, and I'm signing up. So, that's what I would always tell people that go, oh, we don't have this piece of equipment or that. It doesn't matter. If you get it out of that person of why they walked in, and they believe you that you're sincere about helping them, they're going to sign up with you. So
I tell people a weight's a weight. It's just how you use it is going to affect you. That's it. A weight's a weight. How you use it will affect you. You can hold it.
There's people that
one way. Go ahead.
There's people that even look in shape that don't work out the right way. They're at the wrong incline for an incline bench press. They're doing triceps wrong, right?
Keep going. Check and check. What else you got?
When you're 20 years old, yes, you're not going to have injuries. You may look kind of like you're in shape, but wait till you get to 30, 40 years old. Now your ulnar nerve has to be relocated. Your shoulder needs to be scoped out because you're at the wrong angles. You're doing everything wrong. Like, yes, the outer of you looks kind of okay, and that gives them the false impression of, I don't need training, but they do need training, or they're going to spend thousands of dollars in surgeries later on in life.
Yeah, they don't like us very well when it comes to that.
They do not like
so we do have some members that love doing it. It's ego lifting. That's all it is. It's just a lot of ego lifting. And we watch you. Just as long as you don't kill yourself, we're not gonna really step in. But sometimes it's like, what you got going on over here, man? I can't really tell what you're working out. You need some help? And then they're like, well, what would you suggest? I'm like, okay, try this. And then, and let's drop down from this weight to this. Yeah, we'll go to half and try it like this. And then it's like, something's got to be wrong. I feel it totally different. Like, you're actually doing your chest now, not your triceps.
You're doing it right.
And I bet your shoulder doesn't hurt either. And then,
I mean, I would always find it as a personal, like, I like doing things hard in life. I taking myself out of the comfort zone. So when I was in the gym, I always try to sell people that would say, oh, I don't need training or any of that. To those people, I would say, look, I totally get it. You're right. You look in shape, but everybody has that one body part that they can't dial in. And that's what our training does here. Like, okay, fine. You got everything else. Let us just tell us that one body part that you can't dial in, and tell you what, we'll just train you on that and get it to the way you want to look. And that's how I was able to sell training to people like that are into that bro science. And then once you start training with them and they start seeing, they're like, oh, I'm an idiot, I've been doing this wrong the whole time, then you could kind of get them to change their mentality a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, that's funny. So to end this up, anybody that's thinking about owning a gym or about to start, what piece of advice would you give them getting into it? Signing a lease, getting what piece of equipment? Piece of advice would you give brand new gym owners?
Definitely get Gym Insight. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, for real. I don't know. That type of program takes a lot of the busyness out of the work that is required with paper type sales, paper transactions, writing everything down, and it makes you look old. It makes you look behind the times. Take the effort to just get the system. It's easy to work. It's convenient. I mean, it really is convenient. If you have to get a lease, get a good one. Make sure your landlord's pretty good, because if you got a bad landlord, good luck. The way this gym was before, the landlord already had assumed I was going to be like that, and man, there are some occasions it's still hard for them to get them to do stuff, but a business has got to be a business. You got to make money, but the landlord can make it extremely bad for people. So have all your ducks in a row before you really bite into it, and make sure you study the market really well. The area you're in, saturation of other gyms, and do you. Don't compete with anybody else, because once you get in that headspace of like, man, we got to outdo them, and it changes what you do, you're going to be like everybody else. You're just going to be just another gym down the street. You got to be something special. And find what that is and do it to the best of your ability, and market the hell out of it. Be proud of what you do and stand behind it and represent who you are, and just man, have fun. There's some days days get tough, but if you have that mentality, like, I'm just going to do me and I'm going to go at it hard, you will succeed. And we've done really well. We're still doing good. There's some good days, bad days, but you gotta have that fight mentality and do it for the right reasons. That's what I would say.
I would say appeal to people based on what you know how to do. You know what I mean? There's somebody that's gonna need what you provide. You know what I mean? There's enough customers out there for everybody. So be confident in what you specialize in. Set up for what you specialize in, and like Sam was saying, don't try to compete just because you walk into another gym and they got the top of the line, whatever, because they may be stretched razor thin just trying to keep their place open based on how in the whole they are trying to look so glammed up and just state of the art. We may not be furnished like a top of the line gym or whatever you want to call it, but we are experts at what we do, and we use what we have very well. And based on what we turn out with what we have, we get a constant influx of members wanting to try us out, because it's like, hey, we're not competing with y'all. We can give a damn about y'all. We doing what we know how to do. You know what I mean? And I would say to anybody, just whatever you specialize in, do it. If you're a speed camp, be a speed camp. If you're a powerlifting gym, be a powerlifting gym. If you're an Olympic lifting gym, be an Olympic lifting gym. Just do you and be good at what you do.
Yep.
And that's
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, and you know what? You mentioned I'm not a car salesman, anything like that. You don't have to be. As long as you're like you said, you guys know your stuff. If you don't become a salesman, become a teacher, because people don't trust salesmen.
Right.
People trust teachers, right?
That's
so
true.
Be a teacher, and people will inevitably buy it because they're going to see that they do need this. They did walk into the gym in the first place, so we know deep down somewhere they want to change something about themselves. It's just in us can we bring that out of them to admit it? A lot of them have that broken record stuck in their head that I like to say, where some of them go, Planet Fitness is $9.99. Planet Fitness is $9.99.
Yeah.
And it's up to you guys to show them why you don't want to sign up at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness they don't care if you get in shape. They just want your $10 a month and for you to never go there. That's why they have the month alarm. That's
so obvious. They got pizza and donuts out in front of you when you leave.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that, but and just to be clear to the people that work out of Planet Fitness, I'm not dogging them, because I think it could be a terrific stepping stone gym for the people that do use their membership there, and they'll get at a plateau because they only have four of the same machine there, you're only going to get to a certain level of your workout, and then you're going to need specialty gyms like yours. So I do think that is a good stepping stone gym, but there's a huge difference when if someone comes in, well, Planet Fitness $10, like, yeah, well, you need to lose 70 pounds, and it's not going to happen at Planet Fitness. Let me show you some.
The thing is, too, though, if you want to really have the mindset of being taken care of, that you matter at a gym, there's a difference between a Planet Fitness and a specialty gym, or what we do. You know, we have an Anytime Fitness here in town. It's kind of the same lines as Planet Fitness, which is fine. People go work at that place, and I would assume they enjoy it. But we do get a lot of people coming over here from those type of gyms saying, hey, and I hurt myself on that kind of equipment. Nobody was there to help me. What do I do? They're like, okay, what can we do to help you? And then, you know, this is what I did, or, you know, I want to do this instead. And it's like, man, we got you. And you develop that relationship. You really won't find that there. And, you know, I don't know. For us, like we tell everybody, it's not about the money. And, you know, it's nice to make money. But we are more about the individual. Everybody that comes there, we know them all by name. You know, we're getting better about, you know, birthdays and stuff like that. But that's what Gym Insight comes in. Keep plugging you, brother. But you know, it's everybody that comes in here feels like they have that they matter here. It's not,
and they're getting results.
Yeah,
they're getting
we
results.
give them theme songs. We give them nicknames. Yeah, there's special people here, because reality is without them we wouldn't survive. But this is why we have a gym. This is why we have a facility tailored to people to make them feel better about themselves and to make their lives better. Whatever we can do, and that's what works. So I don't know.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys change some more lives today that walk in your door. I'm going to call you guys the life changers.
Yeah, bro. Woo woo. Hit the horn.
Woo-hoo. All right. I'm using your picture as my thumbnail, by the way, of you being happy at the computer.
Hey, I'm down, man. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad I wasn't flexing on that one. My shirt looked like I was about to rip.
All right. Well, I'm going to reach back out with you after your official grand opening that you're going to check off your checkbox. And I'm going to see.
Keep looking for that one. I don't need a grand opening.
Anything end off that you want to say to any possible new gym owners before I end the cast?
You know, I have an Instagram page, Superior Fitness Consulting. I think I have some contact information on there. I have a Facebook page, Superior Fitness at Granbury. If anybody's considering opening up a gym or you got questions, give me a shout, shoot me an email. Man, I'm an open book. There's no reason to hide anything. Life's hard, man, and we're all in this together, so why not help each other out? If I can help somebody be successful, the guy that taught us everything gave us the opportunity to be successful, and he pushed us hard, but we became what we are today because of that guy really believing in us, and maybe that's all somebody needs, and we're here to encourage and help anybody. So if you're out there listening to this, two guys that, you know, buddies, doing what we love to do, giving Big Tone a hard time, you know, it's fun. But we're here to help. Whatever we can do to help anybody out, just give us a shout, shoot us an email, check our social media, whatever. If you're in the area, come by and see us. We're here to help y'all. You know, whatever we can do.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We'll reach back out. Well, if you're not going to have a grand opening, I'll reach back out in 3 months. I'm going to check on your membership dues tab.
You can do that anytime, can't you?
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, but I think, I mean, you guys had
His face is turning red. Yeah.
All right. That marks the end of this. I will catch you guys later. Thank you for coming on the cast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Anytime. See you next week.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
All right, man.
Bye.